For the past few weeks, I've been shopping for a dog fence, comparing everything from pressure-treated wood and vinyl fences to electric-style fences. And I've narrowed my choice down to an electric fence. Not sure which type or brand yet. I'm still sorting through those options. I thought about a structural fence, but decided against it because of the initial cost and ongoing maintenance. Besides, an electric fence just seems to fit my needs better, giving me more flexibility for layout and installation. But I'm finding that there are a lot of choices and a lot of decisions to make when it comes to electric fencing. So let me share what I've learned so far, and maybe it'll help guide your own fencing decisions. Hey, what'd you bring me? Thanks. All of the electric dog fences on the market give your dog the freedom to run and play in your yard and stay there. No matter what electric system you choose, however, training is necessary to help keep your dog safe and happy. I also discovered that not all electric fences are necessarily right for all properties. I'll get into that in a second. The best way to start shopping for a dog fence is to consider your budget, how much time you want to put into the project, your property size and shape, and lastly, how much customizing flexibility you want in creating and shaping a boundary in your yard. We'll look at how each fence system compares for these factors. Basically, there are two types of electric dog fences, wired and wireless. Wired fencing requires you or an installer to dig a trench to bury a wire in the shape you want for your property. This wire is connected to a transmitter in your home or garage. A wireless fence, on the other hand, works by transmitting a radio signal to the desired fence boundary from a base station placed in your home. No digging or trenching is needed, as there's no physical wire. In my research, I compared 3 brands that make in-ground fencing and 2 brands that make wireless fencing. Havahart, PetSafe, and Invisible Fence sell in-ground wired fence products, while Havahart Wireless and PetSafe offer wireless fence products. First, let's look at a kind of wireless fencing called radial fencing. Radial wireless fencing will keep your dog safe within a circular boundary around your home. But it's important to know that not all properties are right for wireless radial fencing. For example, if your house has aluminum siding or you have a lot of large trees on your property, the system might not work optimally, and you may need to consider installing an in-ground wired fence. If circular wireless fencing will work for your property, you need to compare the distances each product covers and the different features, and then decide which of these are most important to you. A big difference I found in this category is coverage area. The PetSafe systems can cover up to 3/4 of an acre, while the Havahart Wireless Radial-Shape fence can cover up to 11.5 acres. So think about the ideal size of your dog containment area as you compare features. Wireless fence systems transmit a warning to the collar when the dog crosses into the trigger zone. This encourages your dog to move back into the play area you set. It's important to look at the different trigger zone widths. High-energy dogs may need a wider trigger zone, while a dog with a calmer temperament may be fine with a more narrow trigger zone. I think I already know your trigger zone, girl. 2 of the radial wireless products provide a 2 to 3 foot zone, and the other a larger range of 6 to 13 feet. As far as cost, the 3 radial wireless fences run in the $300 to $375 range. For this type of product, think about whether a circular boundary will work for your property, the size of the play area you want for your dog, and the flexibility you want in the trigger zone. But what if your property isn't suited for a radial fence? Many properties have unique shapes and layouts that can't be contained by a simple circular boundary. For these types of properties, where you need to create a customized boundary, there are a variety of options, both wired and wireless, at very different price levels. Let's look at wired options first. Havahart, PetSafe, and Invisible Fence all offer in-ground wired fence options that let you set up a customized shape on your property for your dog's play area. Pricing is based on the amount of area you want to cover. Prices for in-ground wired fencing start at $170. While low cost, there's a major time commitment if you plan on doing the digging and wire installation yourself. If not, be sure to budget for hiring an installer to do it for you. The Invisible Fence brand has an in-ground wired fence they install for you, with pricing based on the area you want to cover. Figure on approximately $1,200 for an installation on 1 acre. You can also consider a customizable wireless fence. The Havahart Custom-Shape wireless fence requires no digging. In fact, it's the only customizable wireless fence on the market. For around $800, this all-digital system lets you customize the shape of the boundary and create exclusion zones within the boundary, around flower beds or a pool, for example. It can cover up to 25 acres and includes rechargeable batteries for the dog's collar. Well, I know I've given you a lot to think about as you do your own shopping, but hopefully I've helped to clarify and explain the many electric fence options, both wired and wireless. But this, here, go get it. And as I said earlier, I still have some decisions to make as well. Well, good luck. And remember, no matter which system you ultimately choose, you're doing a wonderful thing for you and your pet.
Havahart Wireless Radial-Shape, Custom-Shape, or Havahart Fence Free should not be confused with Invisible Fence, Invisible Fencing, or Pet Safe. Invisible Fence and Invisible Fencing are products and registered trademarks of Invisible Fence Incorporated. Pet Safe products are registered trademarks of Radio Systems Corporation.